Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Stellaris. We are playing as the Wulven Pack, and last episode we discovered that we have a superpower, a fallen empire as our neighbor. Wait, alliance invitation. The Hopeups joined the Golden Axis. So this is now a new way that these things are shown as the final formed version of the diplomatic things. You actually see who did what with whom, which I suppose is a good thing. Well, for them. So the Golden Axis is starting to get a bit more powerful. On the other hand, they are three inferior races. The fleet power is equivalent actually. That could be slightly worrisome. The attack is superior, naval capacity is inferior. I think we have some expansion left to do. Keep in mind that because we now rule the Galactic are going to be added to our power. But we have the Gwebisor successor state as a fallen empire, and luckily we can actually, it looks like we can appease them for a bit. So we'll continue expanding, setting up another sector or two, and just growing our might. First we need to stabilize our energy situation a bit, because once again we are using more credits than we ought to. No, things like that, they will get sorted out soon enough. We have a scout that's scouting about. We have a nearby starbase producing colonization ships, and we have some of our science ships doing some internal scouting of the systems we basically recently integrated from the Kanjodans. And one of these is that there's a 80% continental world over here in Ginnigan. So the moment we get ourselves a colony ship, we're actually going to settle that just to capitalize on it, because it's in the middle of our area. Let's see, we've completed a deep sinkhole removal. So that's a tile blocker, that's good. At some point we will get all of them. Ooh, ocean colonization. That's an adjacent type for us. That's something we should go for. Oh yeah, looking at the scientists reminds me that we have a leader that we have yet to rename. I forgot about that last episode, so sorry about that. And this is going to be Miguel Angel. So Miguel, you are now our the admiral of our armada. Let's see, there are signs of activity of an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Well, go research it. It's only 15% chance of failure. So, it could go wrong, but the chance of it going wrong is pretty small.
System survey complete.
Let's see, we have a constructor ship that's going there. We discovered some energy stations that we can mine. There's also something to observe apparently. What is there to observe? Has to be a minor species, doesn't it? Oh, there, the Daxelan. Well, it's going to give us extra science points, so that's always good. So the v1.1.0 system has been fully explored. That's over there. It has a continental world, so that's also interesting, but it's a bit further out. So we got a continental here, we got a continental there. We will eventually grab them. I think we need more colony ships. Yeah, it's gonna make us happy. So we have in Ziris, we have Index Refuge, which is one of our construction areas. So we're gonna build a colony ship. Oh, something happened. A Voltaum trade post. Polban Kir 8 was home to a small Voltaum outpost where they traded with several neighboring civilizations. At some point, the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission, where the Voltaum attempted to convert visiting alien merchants to their philosophy.
Trade ceased shortly afterwards and the planet was eventually abandoned. Well, that's fascinating.
Situation log updated.
We have a special project now. Okay, so let's focus on building a couple of colony ships. So these are for the Fanatical Collectivists, basically our core species. I will just build 2 of them. Also, while we are looking at the planet, is this a fully formed planet? Yes, it is. Do we have any slaves here? Yes, we do. So let's purge these. Then a healthy pop can potentially grow here again. So that's eventually I want to get rid of all the slaves. And get a properly... no, just have our proper Wulven that are okay with slaves and are pretty fanatic about the military. Rather than the things going in reverse. So we have a special event over here. Is this a construction project or a research project? Scientist has a skill 4 or higher. Okay. We don't have any of that. That means we can't do it just yet. That's okay. We have patience. We've got all the time in the world. So how did we set up our sectors again? Do we have one that's focused on energy yet? Industrial energy. Yeah, that's the integrated conjugants. Yes, yes. Oh, come on, mouse, stop jumping. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this eventually this is gonna reap us quite some energy points. But for now, we just need to spend a bit more time converting things. And we need to actually settle more planets here. And the more Wulven we have living here rather than other things, the more efficient we're going to be about it. Low risk of failure, so research it please. So I think this is the point in the game where Stellaris starts to resemble civilization a little bit, at least for me. As in, there's not a lot of stuff happening in terms of warfare or other quote-unquote interesting events. It's mostly just focusing on improving your empire, expanding, settling, building up strength for the next fight. Because we're still dealing with the integration of the conjugants. Build a mining station. Anomaly, but we already set it to go there. So we have a construction ship that's currently not doing anything. Suppose that's okay. This is not our planet. I'm gonna accelerate speed a little bit. Oh. A towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around blah. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they had begun. Cool, we get a +3 to engineering research over there, which means construction ship can go there and build a research station. Would be nice if we can get some more energy research actually. But that's why we got the science vessels. If they are mapping everything, eventually we will find more things to build outposts on or to settle or things like that. Maybe we go even to fastest. That's the good thing, right? You can advance the speed of the game a little bit. Completed, let's see, green crystal throwers, sure, we don't use them, but... Let's see, unlock features, just research, so we can turn science ships into research bonuses. Well, I don't think we're gonna use that right now. Barrier point defenses, that's a level 2 point defense, that's potentially interesting, but we have some research in it, so we can do it at any time. Actually, let's go for it.
we use point defenses. They are rather weak, so if you have a second one, it's just gonna get better. Okay, let's have a check on our main planet. We have a few slaves here and we have a full population. So you are going to get purged. Or rather, oh, console that first. Let's flip it around with someone who produces minerals. Well, interesting, of course. Slaves actually produce more. So situations like this, you could actually make an argument that we should have the slaves work more food tiles even, just to get the bonus. So a certain level of slaves is not a bad idea. Let's see, we have another system that's been fully explored. It's the Pentecoste, which is in our... it's not in our area. But we have a continental planet over here. So once we get a colony ship over there, it's gonna be nice. On the other hand, it's gonna be very close to our neighbors. Not quite sure if they would appreciate that. Let's see, anomaly. 15% chance of failure. Ancient signal, research it. Spaceport, finished construction. Okay. To be completely honest, I have no idea what it was building. It's not something I ordered, I think. Oh, that's the... it's a spaceport. Of course, it needs a spaceport. And Pentecoste has been fully explored. Also another idea I had is that at some point early on we had exploration that got stuck here because we couldn't jump from over here to this side of the armor. Now that we have better warp tech, we will be able to jump over here and actually do some exploration. And given that we can do that, we'll actually detach a small fleet. Let's say a destroyer and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corvettes. No, the ghost of Pender, it's still haunting us. So we can actually send them over there and just do some basic mapping. See what civilizations are there. See basically if there's any planets we could potentially colonize. Oop, mouse, get back here. Yes, thank you. So we got a Grand Armada, Northern Response Fleet, and we have the first Armada, which is going to be our Northern Scouts. Ancient Life Pods, yeah, very nice for you, but please go away. I'm typing here. In Northern Scouts. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit. Open the pods, revealed the withering remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Small picture of another one. So we gained some society research. How interesting. Well, we gained 150 stored research, so supposedly that is useful. Also, we are still drowning in minerals. How do the local... yeah, let's bump them up to 2000, all of them. Just go over 2000. This one actually spent a little bit of the points. But all in all, everything is just boosting. Can we upgrade some buildings? Yes, we can. Maintenance will go up as a result. How are we with food? Not producing a lot extra. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I understand why we didn't upgrade that yet, because it's not really necessary. Normally, yeah, research it. We have a constructor ship that's not doing anything right now.
we... Ooh, yeah. We were building that with the other one. Okay. So, from the looks of it, there's nothing left to build right now. That's fair. And we found an anomaly, but we are working on it. Science ships are doing their sciencey things. Let's see, beam up some more cows. I mean, 3 culture versus 6 culture is, well, it's 3 extra culture. Can't argue with results there. Also, let's put the ship in orbit on one of our own planets. Go. Right, that's the one we're spying on. This is Wulven Pack. Okay, enter orbit. And you pick another planet and enter orbit. Something happened. Hey, Mars over Dasdonk has leveled up to level 3. Most excellent. A micro-singularity recently intersected Hiroshima 6, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly, in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Cool. And we get a science point there, so I think we had a constructor pretty darn nearby. Yes, you go over to Hiroshima and build ourselves a research station, please. But it is clear to me that we need more energy, way more energy. So I hope that in our future research we will get something that boosts our power plant, for example. Since we have so much, let's boost it a little further. Wow. So seems like some of the construction events only get done once we have quite a large buffer of minerals. I have to yet to see how that exactly plays out. Let's see, Wagmore, that... If you click it, you always get taken to it. It's slightly annoying, but that's over here. It would be nice if you're in the map mode and you click on it, you go to map mode rather than to the in-depth vision of the system. And... oh, space cows coming into our system. Oh no, defend yourselves. Speaking of, this is the Grand Armada. Let's split off a smaller fleet here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a destroyer. And this is the Southern Response fleet, which is gonna hunt cows. You... what? This is going to Polbankir, so the Southern Response fleet is heading over to Polbankir. And you are set to fire and destroy. As part of our observation effort on a Daxalon, application teams have surgically installed brain implants on a number of Dabulan test subjects to track them and monitor the behavior. Unfortunately, due to a manufacturing flaw, many of these implants have malfunctioned and are now having an adverse effect on the behavior of our subjects. There have been a number of suicides and at least 3 episodes of violent hysteria. The staff of our observation post has asked for help in rounding up the remaining subjects and removing their implants before there are any more incidents. Yeah, we need to clean up this mess.
Situation log updated.
So that's over here. What do we need? We just assigned ship. Okay. Is there a timer? 720 days, so that's 2 years. So how long is your queue? Pretty long. For you, long as well. Okay, so this science ship is there, the other one is on the other side of the universe. So for now, Oh, rather than just sending it through, this is just for scouting the systems, right? Yeah, there's nothing specific about it. So, research this. And then go back to what you were doing. It would be nice if we had an option to queue up research at the or any orders at the front of their queue rather than at the end of the queue. Okay. So that's a time project. We'll keep the reminder up there. So Northern Scouts, what are you up to? You're in Hofassa Core at the moment. Okay, that's good. So presumably we'll wanna give you some orders to just move through this branch of the galaxy at your own pace. And then we have everything mapped out. Should be good. Hostile fleets. Oh no, we have cows. And we have our own fleet. Warp bind down, target acquired. Okay, so there is a war. No, just a rival declaration between two other factions. What's up with... oh yeah, we needed a tier 4 scientist here. So, Southern Response Fleet, he's gonna go cow hunting. So, just to spice a little bit. This is not gonna be... This is gonna be very one-sided. We're in 300 power, they're 40 power. It's a single space wheel. Very dead space wheel. Boom. We got it. Okay. And there's just some debris here. So let's see. We have a science ship that's in the area. Was that the top or the bottom one? Yes, the top one.
Special project complete.
Okay. Let's see. Let's queue this one up. Abduction teams from our observation post above Dexelon have worked in concert with the crew of the combat Universalis to quickly gather the Dabulan test subjects with the faulty brain implants. The observation post's surgical staff replaced the implants with the functional versions, and the subjects have been returned to the planet's surface. As an added bonus, Science Officer Eric Saluso managed to extract a wealth of data from the removed implants, despite their defects. So we gained 250 bonus points for science research, for society research.
Research complete.
Also, we completely crushed the whale. And we got ocean colonization. That is significant. Extra naval capacity. Ooh, habitability. That's pretty good, actually. We also have railguns. Very good. Extra mineral storage is gonna be nice. Fortress.
System survey complete.
That's pretty cool as a defensive technology. Space torpedoes is gonna be the quickest of everything right now, but I think I want battleships. Come on, I can't refuse battleships, right? Also, spaceport of Index Refuge has... Oh wait, there's a colony ship and a colony ship here. There's actually two colony ships here. Why are they not listed in my civilian ships list on the side here? Oh man, seriously. Oh. That might explain why we are spending so much money on, why we are spending so much energy here. If we have a bunch of colony ships about. Hey, so let's have a look. We have some green planets we can settle. And more specifically, we have some continental worlds
Gingan looks continental. It's a tiny continental world, but it's continental nonetheless. Wait, you can't click here. You need to click colonize over here. What? Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colony ships. They cost 8 each to maintain. So we got 40 energy here, just sitting, being useless because the sidebar, the outliner, didn't update. Okay, well, we'll deal with it. We will deal with it. So this one, and now we put it. Let's put it here. Then we can capitalize on the bonus, and all the other locations are kind of rubbish. So that's going to be the first. Then there's a ocean world. Ooh, this is very, very habitable. So this is already moving. Then we pick the second one. Let's see. This will give us an adjacency bonus on 3 of the nearby areas. On the other hand, this is also not a bad spot, and then we capitalize on the food first, so the growth goes a bit faster. Let's do that. Okay. I think there was another one, right? There was, yeah, there's the tropical world. We can colonize this as well with the third of the ships. Oof, this is pretty good. Another tropical world. They're really tiny. On the other hand, size maybe doesn't matter or so. Let's see, this is going to be pretty good. And then finally another ocean and a tropical world. Wow. Wait, Paul Bankier. We are already colonizing it, I think. Yeah, okay. So I think we have like 1 ship remaining. So I think the desert worlds, it's not really habitable for our Wulven. No, 20%. And Arctic is similarly unfriendly. That said, we have a continental world over here. That is, that's really, really horribly blocked. On the other hand, I think we might be able to clear most of the things, even though it doesn't actually say it in the preview until we colonize the planet. So for now, let's go for it. So that's going to be the 5th of the colony ships, and we put it up here so we get the food bonus as well. Okay, so we got 5 colony ships suddenly going out, about, and colonizing. So this is going to be the first of the colony, and I think we'll have to carefully observe the reach of a single planet. Because if you look at Ampeldeer over here, know the radius that it extends outwards. Ooh. If we colonize here, that's okay. It's probably not even going to reach up to here. But if you colonize this one, we are going to rub borders with the superpower down there. There's a limit to how much we can do that. Also, let's see, low risk, go research please. Yultup has been fully surveyed. Is Yultup up here or down there? Looks like it's up there. Ooh, we found energy. Good, I like energy. So, constructor ship, you go, please go build mining stations. And everything else has already been built. You have another construction ship that I'm just gonna send over here. Because then you can claim that in the future. We have the Northern Scouts, which are completely bored. What? Oh, they already done scouting, so nobody lives here. That's good. There's an ocean world here that we can inhabit. Another ocean world. There's a continental world. So there's 3 planets here already that can form a core. A tropical. I think we can live on tropical as well, can't we? No, not yet. Tundra world. And an arid world. Okay, cool. So we'll send you back to just one of our own systems. You go park yourself in... Oh, we don't have a colony here. Ah, this is a subservient species. Hofvaskor. That's one of our capital worlds. You go there and join the Northern Response Fleet. The Southern Response Fleet, on the other hand, maybe we should just park you in orbit of Regima. Like that. Yeah. Okay, is there a proper list of ships in space then, if the sidebar is unreliable? Let's see. I've got a feeling I'm gonna be completely out of luck and I have to wait until the next update. It's probably gonna be 1.2, the Asimov update. Hey, we have a level 4 scientist. That is you. So once you are done with that, we can send you over to explore one of the anomalies here. That's the trade post anomaly. So you go research that. We have detected the partial remains of a gas mining station in orbit around Yeltop 1, which appears Voltum in origin. Its station-keeping thrusters were deliberately fired millions of years ago in an attempt to push the station directly into the gas giant, but a collision with an unknown object prevented this from happening. So we got a special project there in Yeltop. So what do we need? We need a level 3 scientist. Well, oh, I clicked out of the game. So you. Would be nice if we could, you know, instantly make you research it, and that's just gonna clear the queue again. So, yeah, you know, despite me really enjoying playing the game, the more I play it, the more I realize that the game does have some serious flaws in terms of interface design. Let's just research this. And eventually everything will get fixed. I mean, this is a Paradox game. They patch their games, but it's slightly frustrating until then. Ooh, another colony ship. And this is building synchronized defenses. Ah, okay, so this is the sector governor actually just upgrading the space station, since I did not order this. So this is just increasing our maintenance burden by quite a bit. Oh well. We have another colony ship, which means more for us to colonize. Don't really care about desert worlds. Ocean world, on the other hand, this is pretty ripe for settling. There's a lot of minerals we can get out of here. Oh wait, actually, no. That's internal, that's okay. I want to expand our borders. So we built one here, and I think we can get away with settling here on Fagilon. Fijon. Pedosta. Yeah, it's a tiny world, that's just not going to be worth it. But this is definitely going to be worth settling on. Oh wow, we still have 3 of these colony ships. Okay, explains also why we are burning through our resources like there's no tomorrow. Let's see, push that one. Okay. Oh yeah, we had a Gaia world down here, didn't we? Oh, we need to survey it. Yeah, okay. Man, I'm almost wishing I would actually just get another science ship, but the thing is, to get science ships, you need a scientist, and a scientist is a leader, and we are currently capped on leaders. And we got 3 proper scientists plus 2 scout scientists. We have... Why do we have a governor that's available? No, when our capital doesn't have a governor. That's curious. Okay, but it would be nice if we could get some tech upgrades to boost our leader capacity. Also, when we actually get more sectors, it would be very nice if we can get a governor for each of the sectors. And of course, this branch to the side here is probably going to be its own sector. Over here is going to be its own sector. Or maybe eventually I'll have to integrate the conjodants and then turn that into the core area, for example, and then we have another governor available. But still, getting extra leaders would mean a third science vessel, which would speed up our scouting progress, since that's currently a bottleneck. Also, yeah, we were determining more colony locations. Well, since we got 3 of them. So, desert and tundra, I don't think we can settle them, right? The Hulfir can settle. Yeah, okay, I don't want to spread the Hulfir. Nothing personal, it's just that those space balloons don't share my values. They are a properly subservient species right now. Where do we put it for the best adjacency bonus? I think we're gonna get it here, then at least we get everything out of the ground. This was another ocean planet, and we settled that one as well. Wait, yeah, because we need to scout this as well. There's so many good things that we can colonize. Ooh, maximum adjacency bonuses as well. Oh, put it here. We just mine it by default. Get some bonus food. Yeah, let's go for bonus food. Okay. So that is yet another batch of colony ships dispatched. We are already researching this anomaly. That is good. Means we can get away with it. Fleet's been fully repaired. Someone declared someone their rival. We don't really care about that, to be honest. Also, this is gonna last for quite a while. Just some debris. Let's see, the Voltum asteroid mining base. Let's see. That's yet another asteroid base. So that is one of our science ships that ran across it, right? Gas mining facility. Well, it's a level 3 scientist, but we're already doing it. It's the asteroid. Okay, so where is this? Go to. Luckily, we have another ship next to it, so go research now, please. Now, research. Yes, and then survey the rest of the system, and then move on with the rest of your life. Well, that might be a bit extreme, but... and now we got that one, and now we got that one. I'm definitely looking forward to playing the Stellaris that we'll have in half a year, when we have a lot more quality of life features compared to what we have now. Let's see, we are slowly just scouting ahead. So far, nothing really new. Let's see, move you there. Got a construction ship over here. Go into orbit.
Special project complete.
Interesting find. We got +1 Voltum artifacts. That's from the space station. Okay, cool. I suppose that's useful. Or is that a...
Construction complete.
No, that's not a strategic resource. Oh, we finished yet another colony ship. Man, I'm really trying to bankrupt myself here, aren't I? Let's pause and find another good destination for that. We're really trying to colonize this one. This is Jumla. Oh, we're already sending someone to Jumla. Okay, that's okay. Then we'll ignore it. This is an unsurveyed planet. We can't settle there. That's unfortunate, but it's also the truth. Pragma. Desert, tundra. Oh, that's the wrong species. Tundra, nope. Tundra, nope. Ocean worlds. So this is... Oh, that's Jumla. We were just looking at that. Ruklar. Let's see, Ruklar. Are we already settling Ruklar? Yes, we are. So something as simple as, hey, you are already exploring this, already settling here, would be very, very good quality of life. So, Faltus. Let's try that one. Is Faltus already in the list? Also, suddenly there's no longer a new ship in the list, so I guess we've already picked everything. Okay. I must have been mistaken about what was built.
System survey complete.
Ooh, Rajima has been fully surveyed. We didn't find anything new. So, yeah, well, we are expanding pretty aggressively right now. And I think I'm gonna put a cut in here. So, besides sending our colony ships to all the edges of the galaxy, nothing really noteworthy has happened this episode. So next episode we will get a bunch of new colonies and they will start growing. We will probably get some border tension with the Gwebisor successor states, which is going to prove interesting since they are still very much overwhelming, right? Yeah. So they got 9 planets, they got 100 population. So technically they are smaller than us. They got about half our population and slightly over half our colonies. But just their fleet and their tech level is what makes them so superior. Yeah, also we discovered some more planets up there. So basically we've been scouting, we've been exploring. Next episode we're gonna expand, and then hopefully the dynamic is going to go back to find someone that we can exploit and exterminate. This is a 4X strategy game after all. But for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.